World War I sparked the invention of plastic surgery. Shrapnel was the cause of many facial injuries in World War I, and unlike the straight-line wounds inflicted by bullets, the twisted metal shards produced from a shrapnel blast could easily rip a face off. Horrified by the injuries he saw, Surgeon Harold Gillis took on the task of helping victims and pioneered early techniques of facial reconstruction in the process. War work turned some women's skin yellow. When a generation of men went to fight the war, more than 1 million women took their place in the workforce. They worked long hours, often in poor conditions with dangerous chemicals. The so-called canneries were women who worked with TNT, which gave them toxic jaundice and turned their skin yellow. 12 million letters were delivered to the front every week. Astonishingly, it only took 2 days for a letter from Britain to reach the front in France. The journey began at the purpose-built sorting depot in Regent's Park, before being shipped to the trenches. By the end of the war, 2 billion letters and 114 million parcels have been delivered. Journalists faced execution. A handful of journalists risked their lives to report on the realities of war. As the government sought to control the flow of information from the front line at the start of the war, journalists were banned. Reporting on the conflict was, in the opinion of the War Office, helping the enemy. If caught, they faced the death penalty. An explosion on the battlefield in France was heard in London. While the war raged on in the mud and trenches, a very different war was taking place beneath the soldiers' feet. A group of miners operating in total secrecy dug tunnels up to 100 feet underground to plant and detonate mines beneath the enemy's trenches. Their biggest success was at Messines Ridge in Belgium, where over 900,000 pounds of explosives were simultaneously detonated in 19 underground tunnels. Much of the German front line was destroyed, and the explosives were heard 140 miles away by the Britain Prime Minister in Downing Street.